What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Goes back again for another video, and you already know, man. Super excited to be coming to you guys today to give you the review, the official review slash recap of episode 1 of the Invincible Amazon Prime animated series. Just damn, man. Okay, so first off, the fact that the show is actually out, officially after this long ass wait. You already know what time it is. Gotta spark up real quick just on the fact that you know what I'm saying, just off that alone, bro. Now, the show for itself, I absolutely loved it. Just quick, just, throwing out, thoughts just right off the bat. I loved what I saw. Now, this is just going off the first episode. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually recap everything, and then I'm going to just go ahead and give my numbered review. Well, not review, but my numbered score. And honestly, I don't even know if I want to put numbers on it. Like, I might do my reviews different where I'll just give you like a set word. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to scale it eventually. You feel me? But right now, I'm going to just let you know if you need to watch this shit or not. Now, obviously, me being like damn near the #1 advocate for Invincible and promoter, you already know I'm going to be letting your ass, like, you going to be like, okay, the bro going to be telling us to watch it anyway. But I'm letting you know, man, I'm a critic first. And if something bad, I ain't just gonna blindly tell you to watch it. You know what I'm saying? But what I saw was just so good. So I gotta speak on it, man. So we start off with this scene that actually has, like, it's not in the comic or nothing. It kind of caught me off guard. But I didn't think it was bad. I think it had some heart. It was cool. Like I said, it was a little random, but I ain't minded. It just added some humanity to the story. You could do with or without it. Like I said, it really didn't matter to me, but it was a well done talk scene. Now, what followed, I really enjoyed. We got to see the Guardians of the Globe in action, actually trying to stop the Mauler twins. Trying to take out the president, so to speak. I really loved the performance of the Mauler twins by Kevin Michael Richardson. He really did his thing. The guy's an OG. I already knew he was going to bring it with his voice acting talent, but to hear him and to hear his voice come out of the Mauler twins just made this feeling of the Invincible animated series being around and a thing. It just made it just that feeling just more complete. I was just like, bruh, I'm really watching an Invincible animated series right now. I'm just calling out the shit as I see it. Like, soon as the Mauler twins start digging out from the ground, I'm like, bro, who is it? I'm like, is this Doc Seismic? Is this the Mauler twins, bro? The Mauler twins! Like, I was so turned up. My brother had to tell me to shut up, bro. Like, it's like, oh my God, I was so excited. But yeah, it was just cool to see the Mauler twins actually being, villainous. And also, I know, like, it's weird to, I don't know, think it may not be weird depending on how you know what I'm saying, you perceive it when you're reading it. But I didn't think they was that strong. I didn't think the Mauler twins was that strong, but at the same time, I kind of did see it. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but it just seemed like they was more durable. Like, they was less durable in the comic than they was in the show. But you know what? Not even that. Like, more on that. Now, I'm gonna jump super far ahead. Kill Cannon on that matter. I feel like the Mauler twins, they can skate by. They can escape with being that strong. They can get away with that shit. Like, maybe I'm tripping on the Mauler twins. But Kill Cannon, I did not know Kill Cannon was that strong, bro. Like, this nigga Invincible at the end of the episode was knocking Kill Cannon through buildings, bro. And he was mixing his ass. And then he was throwing him through more buildings. Like, I didn't know Kill Cannon was that strong. I didn't know he was that durable. And then, bro, just standing there while niggas shooting at him and the bullets hitting his armor, and he ain't getting, like, I can believe that he has armor that can probably stop bullets, but in getting straight up, yes, punched by Invincible, I don't care if he just finding out his strength. Like, bruh, he was knocking him clean through walls. Like, I did not know Kill Cannon was like, I didn't know that, bro. I didn't know that. But you know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't know the history of Kill Cannon. You know, maybe I'm tripping. But yeah, I didn't know, bro. I didn't know his arm was that strong either. I didn't know that nigga just be blowing like huge explosions through the side of skyscrapers and shit. Like, they really going all out, bro. They making people like it. Look, they making everybody stronger in this series, bro. It ain't just the main characters. They making everybody stronger in this shit, bro. But yeah, like I said, I jumped way too far ahead. Let's get back to the first scene. So you get the Guardians of the Globe. They pop up and they're trying to stop the Marla twins from taking out the president. You get this very cool scene where you see all of them highlighted on their powers and what they have to do. All of them are portrayed well by, you know, a lot of the veteran actors from the Walking Dead series. Pretty cool. I just like seeing that they added a whole lot more with the Guardians of the Globe actually in action. We didn't really get to see them do really much of anything in the comic book except die. So, you know, it was nice that they at least started the episode off showing why their presence will definitely be missed and why they're considered, you know what I'm saying, the biggest team of the world, you know, why they're considered like the protectors of the world and stuff like that. It made the whole epic scene of what happens at the end a whole lot more impactful with just seeing this scene at the beginning. So I loved how they further fleshed it out. Like I also discussed in my videos before the series premiered, where we speculated on if they were going to, you know, flesh things out further, add more fat on it and everything. And I really like what they're doing here. And also, there was a nice scene where Omni-Man popped up and was introduced, saving Darkwing when he was almost crushed by a tank that was thrown by one of the Marla twins at him while he was trying to save a civilian. Another thing that I want to point out that I really enjoyed about the episode was that this scene in particular was when they showed the Marla twins bantering, arguing back and forth with each other about who is the original and who is the clone. That is something that is taken right out of the comics, and that's literally all they ever talk about when they're together. So it's good to see that they're leaving that in there, and it was just nice to see it on screen. I smiled, and like I said, Kevin Michael Richardson did a great job portraying the character or characters. And then after that, it's followed with a scene of Mark Grayson sitting on the toilet reading an issue of his favorite comic book, Science Dog. Now, this actually happens in the comic book as well. Now, I don't know what the fuck comic he reading, because from what I'm seeing on that cover, that does not look like Science Dog at all. I'm hearing from a lot of my, you know what I'm saying, like subscribers and stuff, that they did Science Dog so dirty, like they really fucked them up. I hope that's not the case, but from what I'm seeing on the cover of this comic, I can kind of see what y'all talking about. I am scared. Like, I always like Science Dog, man. I felt like he was like a more laid back, mature, grown up version of Ratchet and Clank or something without the clank. You feel me? And it's like he ain't like he had that much development or anything, but he had enough, and it was cool. He was like a cool little side thing and mythos inside of an already cool story, and I just thought that was dope. But yeah, man, from what I'm seeing, it look like they doing Science Dog pretty. It look like they giving him the short end of the stick, but the scene was still entertaining with his mom walking into the bathroom. Sandra Oh is doing a great job as Debbie Grayson. I really love what they're doing with her character overall, giving her a lot more to do, a lot more personality, making her a lot more likable, motherly, caring, and overall just makes you care about her a lot more, because in the comic book you cared about her, don't get me wrong, but she definitely did not have this much of a presence or this much of an impact on the story as far as like these entertaining little moments between her and her son, or these, you know, like good little talks they have, which they do have in the comic, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like with what we're seeing here executed in the first episode, we're going to have a lot more scenes like this added on top of the ones that we have to look forward to in the comics. So I feel like it's just going to make her a much more fleshed out character overall and entertaining to watch. And I love what Sandra Oh is doing with her. I already knew Stephen Ewing was going to bring his thing as Invincible. Now, I will say this, even though all these actors voices do sound amazing as these characters, I feel like they're not really given the chance to do that much in this first episode, except for, one scene in particular. And even if it's not their voices that's doing it, I think some of the animation doesn't really express itself enough yet. But like I said, that's not really a con because this is only the first episode I'm talking about. And like I said, with what happens at the end of the episode, that just opens the floodgates and just lets you know that with the amount of shit that you have to look forward to in this story, whatever issues that you think you might have with it being a slow burn, or with characters not being as expressive, or with the animation not being as, whatever problems whoever had with this in some of the reviews that I seen, that's where most of the little minor gripes were. I feel like with the end of this episode 1, it just lets you know, like, bruh, that shit was a small event. And I can't wait to get there because I'm gonna really dissect that. But that was a small event, like I told my brother, man. That was a huge event, and it kickstarted like some major stuff to happen in the story. And honestly, it's not small. It's a big event, but compared to other stuff that happens in the story and other fights, that is a small event. So I'm just like, you see how they did that? You see how they did that, how they fleshed that out? So it just make you think, like, damn, like, imagine when they get to the other shit, It's just crazy. It's like, I really like how they continue to just, add a little bit more here and there. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, whatever problems I feel like people might have with, the actors who are amazing, not really getting a full chance to use their credentials, or, they feel like the show might not be using these actors in the right way to bring out their full potential. Don't worry. All of their potential is going to be realized. Excuse me. All of their potential is going to be realized, and then some, in the episodes to come. I assure you of that, bro. They got a lot of shit they got to go through and endure, and we only getting started. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is just me speaking on the first episode. For all I know, that shit, man, I don't know what the fuck gonna happen in episode 2 and 3. By the way, this shit going, but I still really love how they paced it out and shot this. So after we see Mark talking to his mom in the bathroom, he goes downstairs watching the TV, and he sees the scene that we just talked about with the Guardians of the Globe fighting the Marler twins and stopping them on the news. The news is reporting it, and they just discuss about like how his father is there and how they're probably gonna miss out eating breakfast with him and stuff like that. And it's also this little funny little back and forth moment where Mark is like, Mom, they attacked the White House, isn't it the president? Isn't this kind of like important? Like, shouldn't you be more serious? And she like, man, they attack that shit all the time, bro. If it ain't the Lizard League or Doc Seismic, bro, it's somebody else, bro. Like, I doubt the president even still lives there. I thought that was a cool little back and forth moment. And once again, it just continues to slowly layer in world building, and also just give you a nice moment between Mark and his mother. The dad pops up, Omni-Man, out of nowhere, like he usually does in the comic book. In typical comic book fashion, bruh just literally just swooshes in when he sees fit. Like, when he's done, he just swooshes in either in his regular clothes or either in his superhero clothes. You know what I'm saying? He just, you feel me? He just always in and out. He pops up. Debbie is expressing how, she missed him, kissing him, trying to get him out of his uniform and all that stuff. Bro ain't trying to hear all that. Mark like, let me get up out of here. Y'all ain't supposed to be expressing yourself like that. Pretty much, in front of y'all kids. And she like, look, man, you should be happy that your parents are so in love. Woo-doo-woo-doo-woo. It's a clip that was revealed. If you saw that they dropped a few clips of Invincible before it actually came out, this was one of the clips. And it's followed by you seeing Mark at his school, Reginald Vale Johnson High School. I really like how they kept the high school the same, but I don't like how they kept out the principal. Like, they kept out the principal, which means they kept out the whole scene with the principal essentially coming up with Invincible's name on accident. In the show, it's done where his father just pretty much gives him a speech and he calls him Invincible, and that's how he comes up with the name. It's okay, but I prefer how it was done in the comic book. I gotta be honest, it would have been cool as fuck to see a cartoon version of Carl Winslow as the principal of the school. But, I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to go that far. Maybe they felt like it would have been disrespect. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that goes into that. But either way, if it was possible to do it in the way that I would have liked, it would have been cool to see that. Not a big deal, but just wanted to throw that in there. Also, this is where we get to see the changes to Amber's character, which is voiced by Zazie Beetz. Amber is the first love interest of Mark Grayson in the comic book. Now, in the comic book, she's white with blonde hair. She usually wears like a pink blouse with like blue jeans, stuff like that. But in the show, she's African American. She has like dreads. She wears like a green jacket with a pink shirt, some jeans. So, still pink shirt and jeans, but a green jacket over it. And she's voiced by Zazie Beetz, which is also, a black lady. So I feel like what they're doing in the show, what I mentioned before in my previous videos, is that they're making the characters resemble the people that are voice acting them. They're making them, making it authentic to the actual real actors that's voice acting these characters and stuff like that. Because Stephen Ewan is Asian and or Korean, and same thing, and Sandra Oh, and their characters, they're Asian, and then you have Zazie Beetz, who's African American black, and then her character is black. So they're just doing stuff like that. Rex Splode, I think they changed his race too. I think he's Middle Eastern, so they switching it around like that. And also you get to see William, another change that they made. He's just gay flat off the bat from the start now. In the comic book, he didn't turn gay until much later in the series. He came out and then he ended up getting into a relationship with Rick, one of the characters that they met when they first went to college. But during the whole D.A. St. Clair arc. But they changed that. They just made him gay like outright from the start, and it was this weird ass uncomfortable scene where he was kind of like flirting or like talking about how he thought his dad was sexy. But I'm pretty sure that he wouldn't say that if he knew that was Mark's dad. So he doesn't know. But if that's like his best friend, has he not met his parents? And it's not like Omni-Man wears a mask, so I just don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure that out, and it's kind of weird because it's like you think about that in the comic too. Like I don't know. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, man. But I just that is never explained. Like I don't get that, man. But and it's so funny because it's like they always make jokes about how like masks that barely cover up faces is still not like, nigga, I still know who you are. They make that joke a couple of times in this series. So I never understood, like, I don't know, I'm probably missing a huge plot hole. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe something has just flown right over my head and I sound like an idiot right now. But I swear for the life of me, I cannot even think of how that is explained right now. Like I said, I'm going on a I'm rambling, but nah, man. So he goes to school. Like I said, he sees Amber. She's been talked to by I think his name is Todd, I believe. The guy's he's like the bully, typical. He's trying to get with her. He's trying to flirt with her and everything. She doesn't want it. She's trying to get up out of there. Invincible thinking, Mark's thinking like, oh yeah, this is my chance. I'm about to simp like fuck. I'm about to get involved with something that clearly that has anything to do with me at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to go get my ass beat, you know what I'm saying, for a female I don't even know. I'm about to do something stupid. And that's exactly what he did, bro. He went over there and he got his ass mixed. And if it wasn't for Amber, bro, lifting up Todd from his nuts with her foot when she kicked him, woo, that shit look like it hurt, bro. Then yeah, he would have got his ass blitzed, bro. Like, bro was about to stomp his head in and everything. That shit looked funny as hell. I was just like, damn, I laugh at that scene every time I see it. But I did. Mark, he was stupid for that, bro. And it was so crazy about it is the Mark I know from the comic book, I don't think he ever would have did that. Like he like, like maybe. And if he did, it definitely wouldn't have turned out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't have turned out like that, bro. He wouldn't have just got like, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have puffed his chest out trying to flex and would be like, I think Amber's been clear about how she feels. Like, nah, he wouldn't have been trying to flex like that, bro. He just would have been straight up. That's what I always liked about him, bro. He was always straight up. And bro, he would have just been like, hey man, like, you ain't gotta just keep like doing that, bro. You can just chill out. Like he probably would have came like that, but anyway, I don't want to get too far into that. So let me see what else happened in the episode. Okay, so after the school scene, let's see. Damn, bro, what happened after the school scene? Oh yeah, Burger Mark. He finds out that he has his powers, throws the trash. Classic scene from the comic. Throws the trash up into the sky. Finds out he has his powers. Goes back home. Tells his parents, and this was a very entertaining. Like I loved how they did like this subtle. Like it just let you. It just you could cut the tension with a fucking knife, man. Like I love how they did that shit when he was like, "Guess who's finally got his powers?" And he made that little dopey ass face, and then the music just like doom, and then his dad just looked at him with a serious ass face, and he was like, "Are you sure?" Bro, that shit gave me chills, bro. I was just like, I'm like, I mean, you know, what you mean, Dad? Like, what you talking about? And like, he was just stuck. He was just stuck staring at him until Debbie kicked him on the foot and let him know, like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was a cool little detail. I love like the subtle, little like hints that they're dropping to let you know that something is not right. You get what I'm saying? I like how they doing that shit, bro. And like right after that, you get like him flexing. So like his expression, it's like he don't have no expression at all. Like he's so stale, he lying. He just like, oh yeah, that's great, Mark. Yeah, you know what? Wake up in the morning early for training. Bright and early tomorrow, Mark. Yeah, we're gonna train, son. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what the fuck? But anyway, Mark, he thinks about it like, oh shit, bro, I'm getting my powers. This dope as fuck. So he goes out to the roof of his house. Also a scene from the comic, even though it's not as fleshed out. He doesn't fly all the way to the sky and almost get hit by a plane or nothing, but it's still pretty dope. Actually, in the comic, he actually fights the Mauler twins for the first time, his first villain encounters, and then that's where he meets the teen team, where he's still in his pajamas, just like how he is now. They changed that up. All he does now is just fly in the sky. And he starts to get slightly the hang of his flying, but he kind of like overdoes it, and the plane almost hits him, and then he gets scared. He can't control his flight. He goes up way too high, loses consciousness, and he falls and literally just I'm talking about just eats the ground. Like the nigga's face just becomes one with the concrete, bro. Like he hit that shit so hard it should have been a whole crater, but we didn't get to see the aftermath. We just got to see how tired he was because he had luggage underneath his eyes, and it said 6 a.m. for flying with Dad, and he probably just got done climbing in the bed a couple of minutes before that. His dad wakes him up, leans on the door. Come on, let's start with the training, my boy. Let's get the training, my boy. Come on, my boy. And then Invincible just like what the fuck, bro? He's just like, man, I ain't trying to do none of this shit. He like, I'm gonna put some coffee on, man. So this is where we get like a nice little father-son moment where he's also teaching him how to kind of like, maneuver around, fly, stuff like that. A lot of the episode is actually revolved around Invincible teaching himself and learning how to fly. I like that because it shows like character growth in a little amount of time, really, because the whole episode he's pretty much trying to learn how to fly, but by the end he really does get it. It's a montage at the end that shows that he really does master flying and he's got the hang of it. So I like that's cool how they did that. They did a really good way of developing that with not that much time, and they handled it well. So I like how they did that. But anyway, you get to see him pretty much eat it a couple more times. He flies right into the ground on one scene, and this whole scene with training is ended with probably one of the funniest scenes in the episode. I was almost in tears. If y'all seen my live stream, y'all already know how hard I was laughing at this part when Omni-Man punched the shit out of Invincible. I'm talking about just right in his chest, bro. He was like, you gotta use your whole body, Mark. You gotta use your shoulders, your arms, your back, your legs. When you use your whole body, you'll be a whole lot stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should try it like this. Like what? Bah! That nigga said, Dad, oh, God, why did you do that? I'm like, props to Steven Yeun, Bruh killed the acting in that part because I felt like I got hit in my chest, bro. Like that shit looked like it hurt. I was just like, oh shit. Like I heard that shit. I was like, damn. And then of course he felt like he went through too much, went home, he pouting, he feeling bad. Omni Man, he a little aggravated, but of course, he thinking about a whole lot of other things as well. He kind of snap at Debbie. Debbie like, nigga, hold on, bro. What, like, who the fuck you talking to, bro? And he like, hold on, I'm sorry. It's good, bro. I'm sorry. It's just, I ain't expect him to get his powers this late, man. Like, and then, I don't know if I'm ready for this shit, bro. You get a little montage as well. You get a flashback where he's telling Mark about, the Viltrumites and how like he's part of this alien race called the Viltrumites. Thousands of billions of light years away, when their mission in life is they go out, the World Betterment Committee or something like that, they go out to different worlds and, they help out different species that aren't as strong or advanced as their own, and they try to make them better and all that good happy stuff, which we know is just a whole lot of malarkey. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he tells his son all that, pretty much letting him know he had Viltrumite and that one day he gonna be strong, he gonna be able to fly, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be able to move at fast speeds, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. So it's pretty cool. And you get Mark pretty much saying right there at that young age, getting it put in his head that he's gonna get power. So he already wanted to get powerful. He always wanted to be powerful. So you can see, even though it took a way long time for it to bloom, he's super excited that he does have this chance. But he wasn't expecting for his dad to just cave his shit in like that, bro. That shit caught him off guard, like in more ways than one. And his dad just straight up tell Debbie, like, I wasn't ready for this, man. He got his powers so late in life, so it got me wondering if maybe things would have been better if he never got his powers at all. That really hurt him. The next day at school, he pissed off. Todd trying to fuck with him again. He tell Todd to just hit him as hard as he can. Todd try to mix him again like he did the first day, but every time he hit Invincible, it's like he eats it more and more, and he just gets stronger and stronger. Like it hurts less and less to him, and it hurts Todd more to even try to hit him. And he gets to the point to where he just say, fuck it, I'm out, bro. And then he say, I need something to punch. And then William just like, bro, you missed your chance. The nigga left. I thought that part was kind of funny. But yeah, so he pretty much at this moment dresses up in the iconic, God, I hope they have this as merch, the first little uniform that he dresses up in when he goes out to try to be a little hero. And then we have the first encounter with Titan, which I think is cool. Can't wait to see more with him and Machine Head later on, and that whole encounter with Battle Beast. Oh my goodness. It might even be on episode 2 and 3 for all I know. I can't wait to see if it is. But anyway, yeah, man, that was a cool little first encounter between Titan and Invincible, and I actually like how they further fleshed out this fight. It wasn't by much, but it was a whole lot better than the encounter in the comic book, because in the comic book he literally just beat Titan with one punch, pop, and then it was over with. But this was a cool fight scene that was also followed by a very touching talk scene that was done very well by Stephen Yeun. I like how he portrays a more younger, inexperienced, emotional, hot-headed type Invincible. I feel like it suits him more because we know that he's definitely going to be growing and learning how to mature and develop a whole lot more with his character. So I like how realistically the show is making Mark, you know what I'm saying, like actually a child first before he grows into becoming a man. He made a lot of mistakes when he was in the comic, and he still had to go through this development, but I feel like he was already on a lot of this stuff and more controlled to a better extent in the comic than he is in the show right now. But I feel like he's definitely going to improve with time, so I can't wait to see what comes from it. And he pretty much just tells his dad, like, yeah, man, hit me again, bro. I can take it. I can do it. I was scared before, you know what I'm saying? You ain't never hit me before. It caught me off guard. I was, I wasn't ready. Now I am. Like, I can do this. And he was like, son, I'm not going to hit you. Like, hit me again. I can do this. I'm strong. I know you're strong. No, you don't, bro. Like, I'm trying to do this, bro. I want to be just like you. It's all I ever wanted. And then they hug each other and everything. Like I said, it was a touching scene, bro. If only Mark knew how much he should shouldn't be saying that stuff. Like be yourself, bro. Like don't be your dad. Don't. But anyway, the next scene is followed by the introduction of Art Rosenbaum, another one of my favorite characters and a fan favorite in the series. He is the one who actually creates the costumes for the majority, if not all, the heroes in the Invincible universe. Hell, maybe in the damn Image Comics catalog. That motherfucker, he got connections. He know people. But yeah, so that's a cool scene where we get to see Art Rosenbaum, who is voiced by the legendary Mark Hamill, who also does the voice of the Joker. And yeah, man, it's pretty dope, right? So we get to see the scene stripped right out of the comic where Invincible tries on the bulletproof costume. Also, fun fact about that, bulletproof was going to be the original name for Invincible before Robert Kirkman and Corey Walker changed it to Invincible. But it's cool how they still left the name Bulletproof and the character. They changed it into a different character inside the series, and then even gave him the option. I mean, they even set it up to have him don the mantle of Invincible for a little bit. So I thought it was cool how they did that. It was very awesome. But yeah, anyway, I got sidetracked for a little minute. That was just some nerd lore. He puts on the uniform. He doesn't really like it. He says the orange and the yellow is a little loud, but he does like the goggles. And Art tells him he has to come back with something like a name, because Invincible says he wants a suit that's iconic. So he come back with a name, you feel me? And, then we'll see what we can do. And that's when he's like, all right, cool. So he leaves. And, the next scene is followed by, him just trying to train more and more because he feels like he has to just get to that level of his father. He feels like he has to live up to that. We see him crashing and making craters in his backyard trying to work on his landing. His mom just like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? It is hilarious. We see him talking to his mom and telling her how am I supposed to live up to dad? And she's just like, you don't have to worry about living up to him. All you got to do is be the best you. And he's just like, I've never been nothing special. I'm more like you. I'm not like dad. And she's just like, well, damn, just fuck me, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, but they laugh about it. And he says, I love my ordinary run of the mill mom. And she says, I love my asshole son. That was a nice moment. I really enjoyed that. And we get to see the following scene, Mark and his father, they talk again. And another scene that was also revealed, like a clip, when they were playing catch, throwing the baseball literally across the damn planet and then catching it. And he was just straight up telling his dad he was scared. What if he's not able to do it? And his dad tells him that he's invincible. And that gives him the idea for the name. Like I said, that's how they switched it up from originally having, Carl Winslow giving him the name or whatever. But he goes back to Art, tells him the name's Invincible, and it's followed by a beautiful scene of him donning the classic donning the classic blue, yellow, and black suit, flying through the skies, to a dope ass song. He got the hang of that flying and shit. It's just dope. It looked good. The animation, I don't know what these people were saying. Not a lot, but some of the reviews, they were saying it just seemed a little simple. Look, bro, I love me some simple animation. Some of my favorite damn shows, shit, Spectacular Spider-Man, I can't praise that shit enough. And that shit look like damn stick figures. Ain't nothing wrong with some simple animation, bro. This shit look good to me. I think it looked dynamic, and I think it really got the speed down really good, and it really felt like I was flying, bro. Probably because I ain't gonna lie, I had on my damn Invincible suit, and I was doing all this goofy shit while I was watching it, so it did feel like I was flying. If y'all watched the live stream, y'all know what I was doing. But anyway, yeah, it's followed by him just flying through the sky, really enjoying himself. And I don't think he crashed through the Bergamash sign, though. That might be in the following episode. But like I said, I'm talking to somebody who only watched the first episode. I'm pretty sure y'all done already watched 2 and 3, and y'all just like, man, nigga, we done been seeing that scene. But anyway, runs up to kill Cannon, and that is when he punches him through fucking buildings and just beats his ass, like that scene, what I was mentioning earlier. I did not know Kill Cannon was this durable, bro. But it was still a great scene nonetheless. And it ends off with him just saying, you might as well give up, bro, because and then Invincible pops up and it says, dun, dun, dun. And it says, made by Robert Kirkman, Corey Walker, and Ryan Otley. I salute you 3 for giving us sauce. You feel me? And yeah, bro, right after that, That's when it that's when it that's when it happens, y'all. That's it's oh, the Guardians of the Glove. Oh shit, man. Yeah, that's when it happened, y'all. We get the scene done 10 times better, way more detailed and just grotesque and involved and just oh my goodness, it was just the shock, the way it was done, the violence, the gore, just the way Omni-Man just massacred all of them, bro. It was so fucking savage, and he took a lot of damage as well. I really like how they just expanded on this fight, man. This is how you add stuff like to scenes in the comic. Like, this is how you create original material that actually adds to the story overall instead of taking away from it. This is how you do it. Bro, I swear to God, I was so stuck after that scene. I was speechless. This is what it's all about. But in the end, I will give Invincible, episode 1, a hell yes, nigga. Hell fucking yes. That's what I'm gonna give it, a hell yes, nigga. If you ain't watched Invincible, the animated series, bro, check this shit out. I'm gonna be doing my live reaction to episode 2 later on today, and I'm also gonna have my review / recap upload shortly thereafter. And yeah, we're gonna have plenty to talk about, man. I'm gonna put the link to the Discord in the description of this video. Join it, click the link. You already know we're gonna keep this discussion going. I really enjoyed this fucking episode, man. My mind was blown. Oh my God, it turned out to be so much better than I ever could have imagined. Fuck the haters. Fuck the people that don't understand. Like, real niggas know what's up, bro. I told y'all, bro. I told y'all. I've been telling y'all for years. We doing this shit, bro. We doing this shit. Invincible, bro. 2021, we taking over. Robert Kirkman said a possibility for 7 seasons. 7 seasons. Come on, bro. What you talking about? What you talking about, bro? Ain't playing with y'all. You already know what time it is, man. Hit that like button, hit the dislike button, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Share, all that good stuff. Hit the bell to be notified for more videos like this one. Hope y'all having a good day, night, wherever you are, man. And peace.